Listen from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, and he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
You talk about this Giant defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
48-yard line.
Huntley working from the gun. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, Huntley. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Colts first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And the Colts first down.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 15.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Huntley to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Bobby Okereke in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
To the air, Dart.
At the 44-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Colts offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, Huntley. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Huntley. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Kayvon Thibodeau drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. First down, here's Scatterby. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Dart going to give to Scatterby. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
15 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
An inside run with Scatterby. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Giants first down.
Give up the middle, Scatterby. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Scatterby hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Huntley, a quick throw, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A gain of a yard. brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Huntley. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Darius Alexander drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Throwing his dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
Up the middle they go. Groves. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give, it's Scatterbury. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against his defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done. And that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this number 1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. They'll run on 1st down. Groves. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On the handoff, this is Scatterbury. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatterbury. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll give it to Scatterbury. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They'll start on the ground with Scatterbury. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, dart, touchdown Giants! Malik Neighbors, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the... And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Huntley off of play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Huntley looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Huntley. On the RPO, he'll keep. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Huntley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing, Dart. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. To throw now, Dart. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. To the air once more is Dart. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 39. Here's Dart. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Dart. Completed to Hyatt. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Dart. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the air again, Dart. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Gott.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's run well here the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Scatterbury going to run it out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run from the gun with Scatterbury. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. That's complete. It's Neighbors. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And once again, it's Scatterbury. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterbury with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Looking to throw here, Huntley. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Huntley will sneak it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Scatterby to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run here with Scatterby. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the third. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 153 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Throwing his dart. And he's got his big tight end here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now throwing again. Here's Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterby, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday night primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. Huntley to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Huntley. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Down the right sideline. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 65 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Joseph Osai in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately. And he works free. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking to put a drive together. Play fake, and here's Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion. Right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
first down. Groves. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Second down.
To the air, Dart. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing his Dart. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Now Huntley. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. To throw, Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Dart. Again, it's Johnson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Groves. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A loss of 1.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
First
The Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Giants, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.